Argylle is a new spy action thriller that has hit the silver screen recently and has taken over the world not by storm but by a light rain. Because despite the cast having more superstars than the 2017 Golden State Warriors, on top of the movie being marketed to the world like crazy and having a maximum budget of $250 million, it ended off its opening weekend with a very weak $35.3 million at the box office. And this is something that a studio does not want to hear, because a movie usually performs the best in the first weekend of its release, and then it starts to peter away because more movies come out and people start to lose interest. Like, bro, Dune 2 is going to come out in less than a month, and Argylle is going to be non-existent when that movie releases. Like, no one will watch this movie and it'll make only $3 in a Dune popcorn bucket. But despite the movie performing awfully, I don't think there is much to worry about in terms of the overall success of the film. Because if you don't know, this movie is an Apple original film, and Apple paid Universal Studios to market this movie to the world in hopes that people watch it in theaters, and eventually when the movie has its run, it will come exclusively to Apple TV. Now, why does Apple do this, and why do they not care if a movie makes money in theaters? Well, Apple releases movies into theaters purely out of grace, because they feel like certain movies should be seen on the big screen. After all, that's the way it should be seen, similar to what they did with Killers of the Flower Moon and Napoleon. But the reason why they don't care about how well it does at the box office is because they only care about how well it does on streaming. That's their first priority. And I have a gut feeling a movie like Argylle will crush it in streaming when it first comes out onto Apple TV+, because it's just another mindless and goofy spy movie similar to Red Notice or Six Underground, and those did really well in terms of the watch time hours on Netflix. So yeah, that's where a movie truly has a chance to succeed, and the potential for another Matthew Vaughn franchise increases if it does well on Apple TV+. But I do think it's kind of insane that despite all the star power in this movie, such as Henry Cavill, John Cena, and Dua Lipa being there, it was just not enough to attract people to theaters. And we were slowly entering a definitive era in cinema where people will only go to the movies if the movie is good. It is not enough to just have big actors, a notorious logo, or an iconic character. And personally, I think that's fine, because it forces studios to make good movies and have word of mouth do all the promoting. Similar to movies like Elemental or Everything Everywhere All at Once. Those only did well because people had good things to say, not because of movie stars or a marketing campaign. But yeah, thanks for watching.